Under normal circumstances, financial planning is key to the long-term health of your family. But imagine that you wake up one day in your adult life and you have to start over. Of course, nobody plans for that to happen, but unfortunately, approximately half of all marriages in the U.S. end up in divorce. When this happens, the need for financial planning becomes even more essential. Although there is no way to address every divorcee's financial needs, here are a few guidelines that can be helpful no matter what your situation. Number one is cash flow. Many separations focus on the division of assets at the onset, including houses, cars, and other properties. Although this may look favorable on paper, remember that assets don't always produce immediate cash flow. You will have basic needs you may not have had to worry about in a joint relationship. Number two is insurance. Once you determine which assets are yours, it's important to make sure they're properly insured. Also, pay close attention to medical insurance needs. How are you currently covered? And how will you obtain coverage for yourself and children moving forward? Number three is variable expenses for children. Both spouses assume the children will be cared for in a divorce, but they often forget the details. Of course, the most obvious question is funding for college. But don't forget the smaller stuff like coaching, therapy, music, tutoring, proms, any unexpected medical expenses. Number four is that uneven or sometimes changes in income and compensation. Although the courts will help with uneven compensation distribution, remember that future compensation is not guaranteed and not at the same level. Jobs and careers can change, and past bonuses may not be a part of any future compensation. The fifth thing is a new estate plan. Although you might be tempted to only worry about the urgent, it is also important to start thinking about things long term. Begin working on a new estate plan with a new successor trustee, new powers of attorney, and a new will. Although it may be painful to work through all the items above, the short-term pain will be worth it in the long term for both spouses and especially for the children. Perhaps the most important thing to remember is clarity and communication, so both parties can walk away with as few surprises as possible in the future. In today's world, many have been affected by divorce or have known someone who has. Please feel free to share this email if you feel the information may be helpful, and as always, you can click this link if you have further questions.